Hey, what's up team? Doing a trade review video. I promised I would do more of these. So we had a crazy one yesterday because it was dailies. We made 2,700%, actually almost 2,800% on Amazon dailies. Now it takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of awareness of how to trade dailies in order to achieve something like that. So I'm going to walk you through it, what I was looking for, how I played it, walk you through step by step the thread that we have and the game plan I had coming in. So first things first, let's start off with the results. So I'm going to show you what the result was. This was the end result. Now the end result is not the where the max gains were made, okay? I mean, obviously, could I zoom in here? Yes, we can zoom in here. Okay, so 2,780%. Average cost was $219 when I entered. I'll show you the entry. $63 was what it settled at. Now, this was just a runner at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this was just a one contract. Most of the sales happen in the 1,800, 1,500 range, and I'll show you that in the thread. So first things first is having a game plan for the day. One of the things that we decided we're going to do and change at Fit recently was not duplicate activity, which was, hey, if Sherb is talking about the market and he's posting some levels that he's really focused on in the market, why am I going to come in and also post what I'm watching for from a chart TA perspective in terms of levels? Let's focus on, hey, take care of that. Let's not do duplication and let's focus on trades. So my job right now is to really just go focus on trades. So we come into the day right now and I'm looking for what are trades out there that could potentially be happening today that's going to be a great opportunity for us to make money, whether it's a short-term trade, whether it's a day trade, whether it's opportunity to go for the swing trade. Not talking about the portfolio, the 50 to 500K challenge. That's completely separate, and we'll always focus on that from a completely separate mindset. So that, you know, if my sister were to watch this video, like moving forward, she's not gonna like that comment that I made over here about her wedding. Today's a half day for me as my sister's getting married, and to her third future ex-husband, like I don't think she's going to like that comment. So hopefully she doesn't watch this video. So one of the trades that I was focused on was the Amzn, and you can go and review all of these. AMC, if it can break out, broke out. Zoom still looking for the higher low. Apple broke the downtrend line 144.81 and watch. You could go and look at them, but this is the one for the trade review that we're focusing is Amazon on a break of 3325.75. Okay, so that was the focus coming into the day as one of the trades. The reason why I was focused on this trade is if you look at the NASDAQ, right? If you look at the NASDAQ, what is the NASDAQ doing? Okay, and what's Amazon doing? Like, Amazon's sleeping, right? A laggard play, a sleeping giant, you know, something that's ready to get going. So if I look at this coming in prepared, and I can't remember who brought it up, but I think this was talked about for 2 days on various videos, was we need to break this trend line and then there's going to be opportunity. This could be a significant opportunity because essentially we're coming from a double bottom. Now we're coming from a double bottom and the market is showing us some strength, and Amazon's yet to get going and it's near the bottom of the trend versus names that are near the high of the trend. So this could get accelerated. It could get moving really quick because it's got a lot of catching up to do relative to its peers. Now, did I think it was going to do what it did? 2,700% on a single trade. If I knew it was going to do that, then, you know, I would have dropped, you know, 6 figures into the entry, right? I mean, I would have caked like big time. I didn't think it was going to do that. And you're playing dailies, and you know, with dailies, if it goes against you quick, you get a double top, things happen, right? It reverses on you, you take a little bit of a loss, which happened. I tried to do the same thing on apps, and I'll talk about that really quickly in here. Coming into the day, I was already swinging Upstart. Upstart went up. This one's not letting me zoom in. Okay, yes, we can zoom in here. This one, Upstart went up 815%. So I was managing Upstart in a thread that we were watching because I thought Upstart was going to get into 400. So I'm managing a whole bunch of things happening at the same time. So the key was to have an alert. An alert when 33.25 broke. Why did I want to alert? Because so many things are happening. So many names are moving. And I'm probably, you know, I'm not going to say I'm extremely busy. I'm extremely busy. DMs, thread tags, chart requests, trying to manage your own trades, having conversations. When you're in a community and you have friends, like, you're also just having conversations. Like, I'm having a conversation. I was having a conversation with, it doesn't matter who, but names, like, people know. We're just having chit-chat conversations, right? while you're in these trades as well. So I'm in Upstart, I'm managing DMs. There's another trade going on that people are talking about, numerous trades, and I'm trying to help and get involved. So you need alerts. You got to have alerts. And in this case, the reason why I wanted to have an alert is because what I had already previously witnessed on the chart. Double bottom. Look at the little bit of a higher low support built up in here. Of course, I'd rather be in from here, right? Now, we need to break this trend line. If I'm not in from the double bottom in here, and I'm not in from here, I'm definitely not buying right at the trend line that's pushing us down. A couple of things. You could play the breakout of the trend line. But let's go look at what happened in here. So let's run through. Now see that? That is a gap. That is a gap over the trend line. This is the next trading day. So if we look at this here, this is 6 p.m. on the 13th. And here we go. This is 6 a.m. on the 14th, right? So now we're over the gap. So it's like, okay, you're not buying the breakout of the gap because now it's actually gapped up over it. But look what happened on that day. We came back and we hit the trend line as a backtest. Oh, let me just go back. A couple of candlesticks in here. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted to. So let's go and replay that again. And I want to come to that candlestick right in here. So I noticed the backtest of the trend line. Now, if that was my main focus, I'm not going to say Upstart was my main focus, but it was a trade that I was in, swinging Upstart weeklies. Hey, maybe this could be a 2,000% trade. Maybe it could be something significant. I figured Upstart was going to hit 400 because that's where the next fib target was. So I saw this and then the higher low in here. But now, am I going to be buying right under resistance and the market does consolidation? Because the market could have consolidated. The market had already ripped and Amazon was sleeping. So I do not want to buy right under resistance when maybe the market, because the market is basically on a tear, it's ripping faces off, might stall and go into consolidation. I'm going to buy Amazon top and definitely not going to do that on weeklies. But look what happened in here on that next candlestick. Boom, double bottom. Double bottom. In here, you have a double bottom. In here, you have about 6 touches. And again, another double bottom. This is telling me it's getting ready to go. So I want to be ready. I want to buy the entry. Now let's look what happens. Boom, breaks out. Now let's go to the entry. So here is the entry. And I'm covering my reference, account number, the amount that I bought for privacy reasons. Just the date, the entry. Activity type, buy to open at market. This is a market order. I'm not trying to get greedy. If this thing goes, I want in. I don't want to be like, oh, I'd rather buy it at this price. This is daily options. Who cares? Market in. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get picky on the price, this thing's going. It's going to run without you. So that was at 10:33.47. Okay, let's go look at the 2-minute time frame over here. 10:33.47. Let's go look at the time. That's the level that we needed to break. We see this candlestick over here. That is 10:32. That is the 10:32 candlestick. This next candlestick is the 10:34 candlestick. So you can see on that break, on that first candlestick, 10:32 to 10:34. These are 2-minute candlesticks. I entered right away. No hesitation. I was quick on it. That's like as quick as I've probably ever been. Amazing. So it's a perfect entry. Let's go back to that. So that's when I placed the order, 10:33.47. Hey, TD, good job. Filled me at 217 within 1 second. Okay. Amazon, US, October 15, 21, 33.50 calls. Market. Why did I go into 33.50? If you think about the break over here, 33.25, right? If you think about the break over here, 33.25, where's our next resistance? See that resistance right over there? 33.51. So we could get into that range and then potentially stall, but I know the movement, the implied volatility, the delta, everything is going to, boom, it's going to jump if we could get a reaction on this break. So everything in terms of, hey, did I want to go 3400s? I don't know. Did 3400s pay more? I don't know, because it ended up getting there. Did it touch it? No, it didn't. It just missed it. So 3350s, I figured, is the next level. So that's where my mindset was. That's where I was going to go and play. Now let's go to the thread. So I entered at 10:33. We had a big thread in here, and special shout out to McLovin, because McLovin and Parks. McLovin was making sure nobody missed this, right? Making sure nobody missed this. It was at 10:32 that he posted this. Don't forget what time the break happened. The break happened at 10:32. Talk about a community. Talk about raising awareness on a trade that we've been talking about, and it's a level that we're going to be watching. So I don't know what McLovin made on this trade, but I sense that he killed it. Miller comes in, says the alert went off. Does this let me expand this? Oh yes, perfectly. It does. So Miller says the alert went off. McLevin posts the chart. 33.27.75 break. He posted that at 10:33.12. Okay, 10:33.12. McLevin says break. 3,400 next week. Let's go, Miller. So McLevin earnings begin November, and then Parks tags me. Parks tags me 10:34.42. I'm already in by this point, but thanks for the tag. And now we're off, right? Now we're off. Let's look at this. So here's the first thing I'm looking for. You know this. I always talk about this, the 2-minute algo. What does the 2-minute algo look like? Let's bring up the ADMA here, okay? When we are flying on this move, the first thing we want to see is when we get a break that it's not immediate shooting star, reversal candlestick, something significant. Look at the volume. This volume in here, where's the break? Is it significant? It's not. It's not like, okay, boom, this is an explosion. It's an uptick though. Look at this. It's the highest bull volume candle of the day. Okay, so it's an uptick. So it's not good. This is looking pretty good. So now the objective is don't lose the 2-minute ADMA, because especially you're in dailies. This is not like, if you're playing the breakout in here and you're thinking bigger time frame, then you're not buying dailies. Like you're thinking you're buying shares, you're buying further dated calls. In my case, I jumped in dailies looking for the momentum, looking for a spike. Do not lose the 2-minute ADMA. When you are looking for that, you do not want to lose it. And you do not want to see a massive sell signal, a sell volume candle, a shooting star, something that says, oop, got stuffed. So what do? Mini bull flag in here, comes back, look at the 2-minute ADMA. Focus is do not close under 2-minute ADMA. Continues to ride. This is where the big money is being made. So if we look at this in the thread, let's go back to the thread and talk about what we're seeing in here. Okay, we'll sell when we lose the 2. That's my focus. We'll sell when we lose the 2. Okay, that's the perspective due to dailies. Okay, boom. Here we go. Hey, Jordan took 3,400 weeklies. I like to know how they paid out. Here we go, running. So first result we're seeing in here is that we are up 544%. Okay, 544%. And the question might be, like, why am I posting the percentages? Because I'm trying to teach people to let something mature. Do not sell because of the P&L. If you sell because of the P&L, then you're going to miss what's happening on the chart. Don't forget, we have not lost the 2-minute ADMA. We are grinding up. We have not lost the 2-minute ADMA. What did we see next? Boom! Continuation. Look at that. Fantastic. Now, what's the chart? What's the P&L? P&L is now 928%. Still hasn't given us a sell signal. Here we go. Congratulations. People are excited. I post the next one. Again, hey, look at the results. But the chart hasn't told us to sell yet. Okay, 10 bagger. Everyone's excited. Here's where I wrote selling 33%. That was at 1102. So if I go to 1102, why did I sell 33% at 1102? That was right here on this candlestick. Now, the reason why I sold 33% and I didn't sell everything is don't be greedy, right? Remind your hope, fear, greed, regret. We're up 1,000% at this point. And maybe at that point it was a little bit more. I can't remember if it was like 1,200% or whatever. But on this candlestick, this is potentially could, fade on us, right? And I want to be sure that I am not being a greedy bastard in here and I have 1,100% and I just hit a big trade and I'm going to let it drop. And this drop, what happens on this drop, right? 500%, quick, gone. So 33%, I do not want to get fully out of the trade because we still have not lost the 2-minute ADMA. But that was it. Then it saved us. Then we pushed up a little bit higher. That was great. We wanted to push up a little bit higher. And then let's go. And I'm just trying to recap what we did in here. Then this was my signal to sell a little bit more. And at that point, let's look at this here. So 2-minute ADMA in here. We bounce off of it, right? See that? We bounce off of it. Now, we'll be out the rest minus a runner if lost. If that's lost, I'm going to be out the rest. And at this point, how much are we up? We're up 1,900% on this trade. So now I only have 66% in, right? Once we got into this point. Next message was got close. we'll leave a runner for the flag formation. So when I said that, we'll leave a runner for the flag formation, we had set a 2-minute lower high. And I'm trying to find out where that was because I lost my spot in here. Right in here. This gave me concern because we were 2-minute bull flag, 2-minute bull flag. That candlestick right in there, that little tick right in there, told me lower high, the momentum is stalling. We should fade right now. We should fade. But overall, this is just 2-minute, and because I'm playing dailies, I don't want to mess around. Okay, I don't want to mess around. See that right there? That's where the lower high came in, and that's where the sell. That's where my sell comes. Lower high, because now we're gonna lose it. I can recognize that we're gonna lose it, and then I left a runner, and I left a runner for the end of the day. So they ended up running 2,700%. You could see in here, I had to go to a wedding. You could see in here, then things started to just trade sideways, very healthy. And at the end of the day, it gave us some more gains. It went up another, I think 800-900% from there because it was strong and it closed near the highs. But the objective was to have a game plan, to be prepared for the scenario, be ready. How are you going to play it? What's the execution? What are you comfortable to do, right? What are you comfortable to do on that break? And then not selling because of the P&L. The P&L is fantastic. The results are fantastic. But what is the chart saying to you? And this works. It doesn't matter the time frame. If it's a 2-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, daily, weekly, if you're in a big uptrending move and you're focused on the money versus what the chart is telling you, you would typically always sell too soon or too late, because too late as well when you're focused on, oh, I want my money back. I want my money back. I want to gain those money back, but you're ignoring what's happening in the chart. So in this case, it's a good example of not ignoring what's happening in the chart. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to the video. Leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out, everybody. Have a great weekend.